half as they can, try and shut them down, try to terrify them into sitting back. But equally, FaZe Clan, they're doing the exact same thing. This is just so much aggression trying to bump into each other, two rutting stags.
Kaio in the air, and he got the double touch dunk right into the net. FURIA on the board first.
An immediate reaction as well from the blue side of the pitch on those player cams. They're screaming, they're shouting, wiping those smiles off FaZe Clan's faces.
After losing to Falcons yesterday, FaZe Clan are going to really struggle to deal with the attack now of FURIA. You can see why they are so highly rated, and we expect so much more from them as we come into this competition.
Kaio, excuse me, trying to stop this. That's FaZe having to defend another FURIA attack. Here they come, another touch saved in front, but hanging in, and Yan is there to deliver the second goal.
2 in a minute 15, and Yan passing central up to Card. The double tap so scary that 2 FaZe players felt like they had to defend it.
I'm getting Season 3 vibes here. The double taps just undefendable right now from FaZe Clan. FURIA are really punishing them in that regard.
I mean, you can say Season 3 double taps. Everyone's been doing double taps. You saw Moist earlier, Joyo hitting double taps all over the place. It seems to be what's working for a lot of these teams. FURIA starting out strong in game number 1. This FaZe trying to push right back and get within 1, but it's taken away.
Yan, what an exciting player to watch as well. He seems to have always burst onto the scene in the last couple of majors that they've managed to be here in. Passing across, not even involved in that play.
I absolutely love that decision. The time seemed to slow down right here, thinking, what is Kaio going to do? Yan was there in the way as well, but Card made it the perfect choice.
And it meant that Typical had to slow down at that near post, so his momentum completely eliminated. Isn't it? We're playing for a country. We're playing for a continent right now. And that is a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Teams back at home are going to be hoping that they're able to pull it through and secure a couple of spots at Worlds.
And in their post-game interview after they beat Gladiators, they were saying that they were thinking about strategy too much. They weren't having enough fun, and that was the problem. But here come FaZe Clan, and finally AJ cracks it through for FaZe.
That looked like no fun at all as First Killer tries to turn it on a little bit more. Typical faking out Card, and Kaio passes it dead center of that net, middle of the target.
Usually their attack is so potent, but until that moment, FaZe were looking just a little bit...
Oh, this ball, Yan looking, well, for my mark, Worlds better than he did on day 1. Not missing those touches, but you still gotta look out for FaZe Clan. Another goal for Typical.
And an amazing assist. First Killer coming back down the pitch, receiving from Typical, tapping it. Into that top corner, you have to defend it, Card. There is no issue with his save, but that positioning from Typical is deadly.
Talk about unpredictability. First Killer cannot have that much space in your half and the ability to put the ball where he wants, because he'll force an angle that nobody else can generate, and suddenly FaZe Clan may be a slight favorite here despite still losing. Ability. First Killer cannot have that much space in your half and the ability to put the ball where he wants, because he'll force an angle that nobody else can generate, and suddenly FaZe Clan may be a slight favorite here despite still losing.
It only took a minute to get within 1 after initially being down 3 goals. Kaio, slight miss, and Card gets dunked just like that. First Killer ties up the game.
It's completely turned around here for FaZe Clan, and this is just making the most of an enemy's mistake. Card didn't see First Killer there in his blind spot, and we're on as even.
Erupting with the FaZe Clan.
The time based on how this one started, FURIA looked like they'd caught FaZe Clan cold, but not to be in this game.
Yeah, the mentality from FaZe to be able to work back and actually get those goals
it's
and
open.
get 3 of them.
It's
It's a chance to Typical. It's a top right slot, and FaZe Clan, they steal game 1.
A completely open net. Yan jumps and tries to get to that ball, but he lost it so badly. First Killer beat him easily to the ball. FaZe Clan scored 4 unanswered to beat FURIA in game 1.
And speaking of unanswered, I mean, we have had 18 games in a row for one team. We haven't had a game, we haven't had a series where both teams well, so standing strong for now as First Killer puts it into the center. A Typical that shoots, but Card gets the save.
What I was so impressed with in that first game is we saw utter selflessness from FaZe Clan. An absolute bouncing roller manages to work its way over the defensive line. It was AJ going to the backboard, and you see Card thinking, okay, there's going to be a power shot, far corner. He just bounces, and sometimes that simple shot is best.
He could have got that if he just double jumped as well. The backflip completely took him out of there, but it was a smart finish there from FaZe Clan to put them 1-0 up.
A slight panic from Card on the goal line gives FaZe the goal. And a nice bouncer. Typical now, that's his 3rd goal of the series so far. This one put up high. FURIA underneath, off the bar. Card coming back in. Kaio, that's off the post. Shot, goal! Yan puts it in.
Finally managing to knock on the door 3 times in a row. Kaio going far post with a challenge off AJ. And then Yan sees that bottom right corner begging to be scored on.
It's working so hard just to get themselves back into it though for FURIA, but that goal will mean the world to them, Jorby.
Right on the kickoff. First killer. Gonna grab it. But not really threatening in the blue half as AJ pops it up underneath, trying to save that dodge. Yan trying to get up in the middle, is card up for it again in midfield. Not a lot of boost here though. Currently deadlocked 1-1.
I agree with you, the Sipical has been the most dangerous player, but look at the finishing that AJ has as well. One pinpoint pass takes FURIA's defense completely out of it. Look at this decision making. And it was Sipical as we were talking about it. And there's AJ with the finish.
Kyle has to see what's going on in midfield there. He's creeping upfield, and that ball just jets out over to AJ and caught him out. You can't,
because they were all trying to be the player with the name in lights. First killer is taking on an absolutely exemplary role. Tries to go low with that shot, but the fact that he's passing, the fact that he's demoing and just trying to open up space for his teammates, that is when FaZe Clan win.
And it's when FaZe Clan can look their worst, when they are ignoring that, when First Killer is trying to do too much. It's not happening now, but FURIA have earned themselves another goal.
Yeah, FaZe unable to get a quality clear here as AJ losing the ball, and Yan saving that dodge to put it right into First Killer, forcing that bad touch, puts it out into space where Card is waiting for it, able to deliver the tying goal.
Card wanted that ball to go up high, calling his teammate onto Cinch
in this series.
And I really think if FURIA have hope in this series, they cannot drop this game.
Yeah.
Going down to, the only team that has pulled off a reverse sweep is Space Station. They seem to be the only team that can do that in a best of 5 on land. But FURIA gonna have to find that in the tank. Yeah, just might have done it! Caught FaZe out! A late lead for FURIA!
41 seconds remaining, and Yan may well be a South American hero when he returns home, managing to sneak in front of that ball. It has an orange trail, but it only has a golden explosion.
It was a lovely touch as well from Kaio there, just to completely divert the ball, set his teammate up.
Here off the block, back wall, shot comes, blocked, but it's still hanging in front of the box. Yan the only player up. Gonna use the ceiling, but let it drop. Can FURIA hang on to it? It's gotta touch the ground. It does, and for the first time today, we will not have a sweep.
Kaio, they're showing it now as Card carries it over the top of Sipical. First killer, again, the last line of defense.
FURIA, more pressure. Oh my goodness, that would have been nuts. First killer, he's got the ball though, and FaZe can take a quick breath of relief. They push it back, still locked, 0-0 with under a minute. Yeah, under attack, and Sipical drives the dagger.
Sipical with 40 seconds remaining on the left wing has a quick check left and just ends up pumping it right. Nobody back to defend at the death of the game.
Just pure pace there from Sipical. 38 seconds left. FURIA, can you get yourselves back into this one?
Button, here he comes down the field. Sipical takes it away. Kaio, pass in front to Card. Hard shot! Oh, name off the bar! Yeah, back to Kaio! Goal!
20 seconds. We thought it was going to be a lockdown stalemate, but instead it erupts into a shootathon. Yan Central, Kaio to sink it.
I'm just falling in love with this match though. From that save from First Killer, again, composure on the attack. Shoot or pass, the correct decision was made. We're even.
Sipical trying to push the ball out. Kaio wins the first bout. First killer doesn't even get a touch. He gets bumped out of the way. Card, he's in the air. All of FaZe trying to get the ball out. It bounces high off the corner. Where's FURIA? There's Yan. Got underneath on the reset. Got the door! And FURIA taking the lead in the series!
Standing tall in the middle of the cameras, Card rises to his feet as again the savior, Yan with the assist, and that teamwork is what may well make the dream work. FURIA 2-1 in the series.
You can just never count out Yan from a play. The two FaZe defenders, they thought he was done, but he bundled it towards his teammate, and it was the good finish, and look at that. The eyebrow.
Still, FaZe Clan unable to score. Card there waiting, ready to poach the first on Utopia.
FURIA trying to find their next dance move. It's Yan. Just across the box. Kaio's there to wait. He knows Card's there. Shot low, and it's taken away by Sipical.
It wasn't the best pass, but it wasn't the best finish, but the pass was absolutely excellent. Down the other end, there's Sipical though.
Sipical not needing a pass there. It gets sent long by himself. He finds himself on that left wall, to the floor, and then to the net. I love just the flicking of the camera. Just turns it onto ball cam, off from ball cam.
The goal on the forefront. First killer next, and FaZe want to control this ball. One of the most mechanical teams in the world. They're employing it right now to try to keep this ball away from Furia. Doing it right now. Trying to waste time on that clock. Card pushing forward.
FURIA still playing their own game though. Some disgusting free jumps every time FaZe come forward. And what it leads to is a passing play.
A tying goal for Jan. Again, he's had enough of these assists. He wants his name up in lights, and they are beaming.
Furia tying up the game.
A series. This is the real FURIA, the FURIA that you, Jorby, have fallen in love with so many times yourself. You know, we all know you're a fanboy, but FaZe, they're so good. First killer, the first touch, there's a second one as well. Can he get the third over the top of Card? First killer can be undefendable.
First killer does it all! In the midfield, he goes to the ground, flicks it high, and then punishes.
How many times have we seen first killer 1v3? I need the stat check. It's got to be in at least the 50s.
I'm looking at it right now. 300,000 times he has 1v3.
That checks out. You counted that so fast.
I did, thank you. Yeah,
That's so impressive.
Different heights, and there was no avenue for FURIA to attack through. Difficulty shoot, Jan to save, AJ to follow up, and FaZe Clan to get clear by 2.
They won the game 5, and AJ saw it coming. Excellent job from FaZe Clan, withstanding any kind of attempt FURIA had on offense and killing them on the push.
First killer playing pure sacrificial lamb there. Just being, you can bump me, I don't care. My teammates are sick, they're going to score on you boys.
Affecting their rotations, that's all he needed to do, and it worked perfectly. FaZe Clan look like they are leading us into a game 5 unless FURIA can score in the next 10 seconds or so.
You can bump me, I don't care. My teammates are sick, they're going to score on you boys.
Affecting their rotations, that's all he needed to do, and it worked perfectly. FaZe Clan look like they are leading us into a game 5 unless FURIA can score in the next 10 seconds or so. They haven't attacked, so can they do it?
Nice little wall dash from Jan, and they just might put that clock on ice cold.
Oh, it suddenly gets very nervy for FaZe Clan. Just when they were maybe starting to settle down and compose themselves for Champions Field, FURIA dragged them right back to Utopia.
Suddenly, a gigantic, ominous question mark floats above Utopia. Are FURIA going to be the answer?
Another fake kickoff.
Brilliant. Love that.
They started off game 3 that way. Kyle.
So much space.
He gets the 50. He has Jan on the wing. If he can find him, but FaZe are covering the net. Go-ahead goal heading into game 5.
I mean, that's just cheating at this point. That is their free goal. Every time one of them fakes an edge when somebody else nips in, FURIA go, wait, that's not fair. That's not what you said you were going to do. Come on, play fair.
I love that the meta is shifting to that as well, where you see the air dribble, but now it's not, is he going to flip reset or not? Now it's, is he even going to hit the ball next, or will there just be a snipe dribble? But now it's not, is he going to flip reset or not? Now it's, is he even going to hit the ball next, or will there just be a snipe down underneath it? And there are no timeouts that FURIA are able to take here. We're not at that stage in the competition yet, but we are at the stage.
Typical. Gonna pop that one up, but Jan wins that touch in midfield, and it has been a tough battle in the air on these 50s. Not a lot of boost here for Jan. FURIA trying to get set up.
The last time we saw Champions Field was back when it was Space Station versus Pioneers, when they got reverse swept, and that was on Wednesday.
Oh. Well, it was worth the wait, though. A goal like that from Jan. Beautiful finish.
Excellent job from FURIA here. You see in front, trying to get the bump right off a typical. See you later. And Kyle getting a little physical.
Just very physical. I'm trying to deliver that.
Never know what he's gonna do next. And just to threaten so many every phase of the game.
And also, not just on the ball, off the ball. He's everywhere. He is the every player. And forcing 2 players to attack him. It wasn't quite enough, though. The angle, not there.
I was certain that it would be, but Jan has a free shot. First killer's just track it back as fast as he can, and Jan is going to punish FaZe.
This was just a cavalcade of mishaps in front. You see a dump off right to Jan, and first killer, he was in the middle of a flip when that hit happened in front of Jan.
No boost as well for first killer. He was just completely stranded there.
And it was AJ just sending it into the middle. And
going to get harder as the pressure mounts up to survive, to make this crowd, to reach the hallowed halls of London with thousands there. Card almost does give them the third.
The ball sliced in half on the goal line and cleared away by first killer. Now the attack, typical central.
Jan again.
For Jan to intercept. This time AJ does have boost. Only 50 though. And the attack continues. Card smashes it home.
Card brings the ace out of his sleeve, smashes that one into the back of the net.
In the middle camera, Card is shouting across her FaZe Clan with his teammates, telling them to lose.
They're starting to run out of time. They had already tied it up by when game 1 hit this mark. Now, typical denied. He's scored most of the goals for FaZe, but he hasn't had a lot of chances. AJ coming forward, typical, also sitting on the wing. He's got the catch, and it's taken away again by none other than Yan! FURIA see the light, and they're moving forward!
To his feet, card rises for the second time, potentially sealing the fate of FaZe Clan. The lower bracket is brutal, and FURIA are furious.
A dunk for all of South America.
The card rises for the second time, potentially sealing the fate of FaZe Clan. The lower bracket is brutal, and FURIA are furious.
A dunk for all of South America right there. The pressure they put on themselves to represent their region and their country. So far, they're managing it. FaZe Clan need 4. They might have 1 here.
They get the first. They had to score 4 last time. They went to overtime. I still think it's like miracle mode right now for FaZe to score 4 within a minute 20.
If it's miracle mode, all you need to rely on is God in the center of FaZe Clan's desk.
To overtime. I still think it's like miracle mode right now for FaZe to score 4 within a minute 20.
If it's miracle mode, all you need to rely on is God in the center of FaZe Clan's desk.
This
First
is so
kill.
nervy.
Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, Cole, you're like rubbing your hands right here. You're not sure what's gonna happen.
2!
Here it comes. FaZe, they've gotten back on their wheels. 2 more to go.
It's a mountain. What else are they for if not to be climbed?
Oh my goodness. Suddenly 2 goals in 7.
He wanted the pass, he wanted the shot. I couldn't even tell it was so weak. 10 seconds left. Back in the corner. Can FURIA do it? Can they take down FaZe? Another shot. Saved by King Kong.
That's it.
Up again.
They're up.
No time left. Bono FURIA. They have done it. They've taken down FaZe Clan. Onwards in the tournament.
North America lose a team. It has been a long time coming, and to their neighbors at that. There are 4 men on the stage right now that are proud, but there are millions at home who have rallied behind them for this very moment.
Optic.
Onwards in the tournament.
North America lose a team. It has been a long time coming, and to their neighbors at that. There are 4 men on the stage right now that are proud, but there are millions at home who